Hi, mathematicians. So I was reflecting over what we had learned last week about multiplication and division diagrams, and I think I've found a perfect way to have us better understand this. Rather than putting a letter for our number models, we're going to try using a question mark. I think putting a question mark will make more sense once I show you here, okay? So this is a problem that you guys did last week. I just changed the numbers so that um, you could see it a little bit differently. Okay, so this says that there are 3 boxes of golf balls. Each box has the same number of balls. There are 21 total golf balls. How many golf balls are in each box? Okay, so now I'm going to have to look at what the number story is telling me, what they've already given me in this problem. So I already know how many boxes of golf balls there are, so I can fill that in on our diagram. It told me that there were 3 boxes of golf balls, so I'm going to put that right there. Okay, what else did it tell me? Well, it said that each box has to have the same number of balls and that we have 21 total golf balls. So total means same thing as in all, so golf balls in all would be 21. Now I don't have any more numbers in that story problem, so there's nothing else that I can fill in with a number. That means that this last box right here where it says golf balls per box, that's what we are trying to find out. We don't know what it is yet, so I'm going to put a question mark right here because if we put a number in there, that wouldn't make any sense, okay? We don't know what it is yet. All right, so I'm going to put a question mark there. And I have to remember, I have to say up here what that question mark means. Okay, so don't worry about how it says letter right there. We're going to use this symbol. The question mark means golf balls in each box. That's what the question is asking us, so that's what we have to solve for. Okay, so make sure when you're writing a number model that you don't write in a number where that question mark is. They are just asking you to write it with the question mark, or like we had done last week with the letter. Okay, so 3 times question mark, because we don't know, equals 21. Okay, now if I were asking for us to solve this problem, then we would go to our multiplication table and find out what we need to multiply 3 by to get to 21. Okay, I already know that 3 times 7 equals 21. So that question mark, if I were to fill in that question mark, I would put 3 times 7 equals 21. Okay, so this question mark right here, that's just kind of holding the place of where we're going to eventually put the answer. Okay, so I hope that makes a little bit more sense now. I have one practice problem on your assignment today at the bottom after you learn our new lesson. Okay, so try it with a question mark today. I don't actually want you to fill in that what the question mark, what the number is. I was just showing you that that's how it would look. Okay, I want it to look like this. All right, now on to our new lesson. We are looking at number sentences with parentheses. So when you see a number sentence with parentheses, remember parentheses are these kind of bracket type things that kind of looks like they're giving the numbers a hug or they're holding them together. When you see that in a number sentence, that's going to tell you automatically that that is what you need to do first. You have to complete whatever is inside the parentheses first before you can do anything else. Let's see how that works. Okay, so even though in English we read from left to right, this is telling me that I need to start right here with the 4 plus 1 instead of starting over here with the 5. Okay, so I need to do 4 plus 1 first. What's 4 plus 1? Well, it's 5. So I'm going to put a 5 right here. Once I am done with whatever's in the parentheses, then I can start from the left side and go across like I normally would. So I'm going to rewrite it so that you can see what it is after I completed the parentheses. Okay, so now I just do this like normal. So I do 5 times 5 to find out the answer to the number sentence. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the answer to this kind of complicated looking number sentence is 25. Let's try some more. I gave me the hard ones, the hard numbers, and you guys a little bit easier of ones, okay? So I know sometimes if you see the answer on this side, it's a little bit confusing, but really it's the same thing as if I were to write it out like this. So 18 minus 9 plus 5 equals, and then the answer would go there. They just kind of flip-flopped it to trick us a little bit, but we're not going to let them trick us, okay? I'll write it like that because it's easier to see, okay? So remember, parentheses, I have to do what is inside first. So I have to do this 9 plus 5 first. 9 plus 5 is 14, okay? And then I can do the rest of my problem after that. So I'm just going to bring the 18 down so I can see it straight across in a row. So now I can finish this. 18 minus 14 is, good, 4. So 4 would be the answer to this number sentence. Let's do number 3 now. Okay, I'll rewrite it again so that you can see it how you normally do. Okay, so have to do what's inside the parentheses first. So we're going to do 9 times 3 before we do anything else. If you don't know what 9 times 3 is, you could go and use your multiplication chart that I gave you, or you could use a strategy that you like. 9 times 3 is 27. And then we're not done yet. 27 is not our answer. We still have to add back that 8 afterwards. Okay, so 27 plus 8, we could write it over here on the side if we didn't know. Oh, sorry. So 27 plus 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. So I put my 5 down and my 1 up. And then I can just do the 2 plus 1 is 3. So the answer to 8 plus 27 is 35, which means that the answer to the whole number sentence is 35. Starting to catch on? They're kind of fun after a while if you think about it. Okay, let's do this one. So this one's already set up how we usually see it, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to do 10 divided by 2 first. If I were to do 10 divided by 2, I know that half of 10 is 5. So I'm going to put a 5 here because that's what 10 divided by 2 equals. And then I just finish out the rest of my problem. So 50 minus 5. What's 50 minus 5? Good, 45. So you can write it again down here, the 50 minus 5. That helps you to see what you need to do next. Or you can just write it above the parentheses, what the answer inside the parentheses is, and then solve the rest of the equation. Does not matter to me, but I do need to see the answer for inside the parentheses as well as the entire problem. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's do this one. Okay, inside the parentheses is 15 plus 5, which is 20. Now that I've done that, I can do divided by 5. I know that since multiplication and division can be, or they're the opposite of each other, I can just say what am I going to multiply by 5 to give me 20? And that's the same thing as saying 20 divided by 5. Well, if I count up by 5s, I go 5, 10, 15, 20. I counted that 4 times. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So 4 would be my answer. Okay. You guys are going to do this as your practice today. Okay. So you'll notice how, look, on problem 1, A and B, you have all the same numbers on both of these number sentences, but the answer is going to be different on them because of where that parentheses is placed. Okay, so be careful. Don't just write the same answer for both of these because they're not going to be the same answer. And that's what's the really cool thing about parentheses is that it does really change the outcome or the answer at the end. All right, go ahead and do this, and please make sure to do the last problem as well, and then turn that into Canvas.